Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. New Hampshire's second largest economic engine is about to go into high gear. The New Hampshire Division of Travel and Tourism will launch a multi-million-dollar winter advertising campaign in January this month in its core New England markets, plus outside New England in states like Ohio and North Carolina, and in Canada, the Quebec and Ontario provinces. And here is how it will be paid for. New Hampshire is getting more than $8.3 million to support marketing, workforce, and other projects to boost the business and travel in the state. Officials said the pandemic caused the number of visitors to drop about 15% last year, 2020. But with high vaccination rates and released travel restrictions this year, 2021, they're looking at almost $2 billion in tourism spending and more than 3 million visitors. With me to brief us on New Hampshire's ambitious winter tourism campaign and more is the director of the New Hampshire Division of Travel and Tourism, Lori Hanoi. Welcome, Lori.
Thank you, Fred. It's a pleasure to be here.
And you are the former executive director of Discover New England, which is an international travel and tourism marketing group. So we're lucky to have you in New Hampshire.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
It looks like the 2022 winter campaign will be bigger and more extensive further outside New England than in recent years, Lori. Is that right?
That is correct, Fred. So this year we have decided to expand beyond our core markets that we usually market to an area that's outside of those, about 600 miles outside of New Hampshire's. And so we're just expanding that reach, knowing that people, road trips are a popular destination right now, or a popular trend. So we are trying to capitalize on that and gain those visitors to consider New Hampshire as their winter destination.
What's this year's theme in your advertising for winter tourism?
Yeah, so generally, New Hampshire does well with outdoor recreation for promotional purposes. So between world-class skiing, backcountry skiing, snowmobiling, and also visiting those wonderful resorts that New Hampshire has scattered throughout the state, that really provides that nice romantic feel that New England has to offer. So whether, if someone wants to cozy up by a fireplace, go for a sleigh ride, or enjoy the wonderful shopping possibilities throughout the state, and dining and all the other great arts and cultural activities that New Hampshire has to offer too.
Now, you received $8.3 million from the American Rescue Plan at the U.S. Department of Commerce. I assume you're using some of that money to fund this marketing campaign, but it's also to develop workforce. Explain what you're doing with workforce.
So with the workforce, we actually, and this is a big issue, as you know, amongst many different sectors throughout New Hampshire and the country. So we actually are using $1 million from ARPA funds to hire a consultant to help us put forward a strategic plan that addresses some of the state's workforce and labor issues for recruitment purposes. So we are looking at 5 different sectors, and tourism and hospitality being one of those. And they're going to help us really narrow down what jobs are most needed within the states, within these sectors. And then we will develop a creative or marketing plan to go out and try to entice people to consider thinking of New Hampshire as their next place to potentially work, play, and stay.
NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, predicts a mild winter. So does that concern you?
There's a lot of different resorts that have adapted over the years and trying to think of other activities that people can do at these resorts that aren't so weather dependent. Many of these resorts have added such things like zip lining, and other activities that they can do that might not be so weather dependent, but many of them have some of the greatest world-class snowmaking capabilities that are there that can allow them to make snow, even though Mother Nature might not be helping us in some instances, but definitely in that sense, the ski areas have adapted to that. But we also, again, trying to encourage the road trip theme and getting visitors out there to travel beyond and find those other hidden gems that New Hampshire has to offer in case the weather does not participate all the time.
Well, thank you, Lori Hanoi, who is the director of the New Hampshire Division of Travel and Tourism. And if you missed part of this briefing on the winter tourism in New Hampshire and the marketing campaign about to start, you can go to WMUR.com, where it will be posted later today and all this week.